Fred Smith, the founder of FedEx, has died. Smith is known for helping create the overnight delivery industry, literally changing the way businesses and consumers get the goods they purchase. Smith came up with the idea for FedEx while he was at Yale writing a term paper proposing a revolutionary way to deliver time-sensitive shipments. He founded the company as Federal Express in 1971 in Little Rock, Arkansas, and it grew to a nearly $90 billion global shipping empire across 220 countries and territories. Again, Fred Smith dead. He was 80.